show? Where's the judge?
I don't know. Where's Judge Rinder? Is he over there again, laid down?
What did the show say?
What are you doing over there, Judge? Get behind your desk. Come on.
That's his
Time
desk.
for court time. No, Judge. Behind your desk,
How is it
please.
at his desk for?
Oh. Are you in the dock, Judge? Have you done something wrong? Of course I haven't. Well, then you need to come and get behind your desk.
Is he behind his desk now?
That's better. Right. Let's
First
see
case
what's the first case.
is a man and a lady. So, man, what is your problem with this lady?
Well, the problem is, you see, Judge, I managed to get on the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Ooh, I bet that was fun. Well, it was up until I had to phone my friend. Okay, just explain what happened, please. Well, I was on the show and I was doing really well.
How hard did you get?
Well, I got to the 32,000 and I got that one correct, so that means you keep that money, that's good. But then you decide, do you want to play on? And I did, because I still had some lifelines left. Okay, so I was doing okay, Judge, and then I got to a question I really didn't know the answer to. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I said, I'm going to have to phone a friend. And then Chris Tarrant asked me, which friend would you like to phone? And I said I'd phone Josie, because she really loves quizzes and she knows the answers to just about everything. Okay, so what happened next? Well, Chris explained to me we'd ring the number, and as soon as Josie answered, I had 60 seconds to ask her the question and for her to give me an answer. All right, could I just ask, what was the question? Well, the question, you see, Judge, was about ladies' clothing. And I thought, oh, I could get this wrong, obviously, because I'm a man. And I thought I'd phone Josie because I was sure Josie would know the answer to this question. Okay, what was the question? Right, well, the question, Judge, was, excuse me, what do you call the short sort of trousers that ladies wear in the summer that come just below their knee? And I wasn't very sure. So I phoned Josie and I asked the question, and Josie said, I know this. And I said, and how sure are you, Josie? 100%. Okay, so what was the answer Josie gave you? Josie said, short trousers. And I wasn't sure, Judge. I really wasn't. I didn't know any of the things that came up onto the screen. There were all different things came up. There was crop trousers. There was pedalos. And there was capri pants. And I can't remember what the last one was. So I went 50-50. And what came back was short trousers and crop trousers. And I thought, well, I have to go with the answer that Josie gave me, because I don't know what they call them. So I went with the answer because Josie said she knew 100%. Okay, and then what happened? Well, we waited for the answer to come up on the screen, and I was wrong, and I lost all my money. Oh dear, and how much money was that? I had £64,000, Your Honour. Ooh, that is a lot of money. So what was the correct answer? It was crop trousers. Of course, I couldn't speak to Josie straight away because they take them straight off the phone when they've given the answer. And I was really, really upset. And Chris Tarrant was sad. And he said, I'm really sorry that you've lost the money. He said, I thought when she said, I know it 100%, I thought you were going to win. But I have to take the money away. So when I spoke to Josie, she didn't seem that concerned about it at all, Judge. And I said to her, but I lost £64,000. Oh, well, I thought I knew the answer, but obviously I didn't. Right then, Josie, that's not a good enough response, is it? Why, I have to ask, did you tell this gentleman you're 100% sure? Because I thought I'd got the right answer. Yes, but if you're not 100% sure, you really shouldn't say you are. You should say to him, well, this is what I think it is, but I'm not totally sure. That's what you should have said to him, and then he might not have taken your answer. He might have guessed right, or he would have gone home with his £64,000, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I suppose so. I mean, we don't have short trousers, do we now? We have shorts, and then we have trousers. And the crop trousers are the one that is in between. And it comes just below the knee. Am I right with that, Michelle? You certainly are, Judge. They are called crop trousers. Shorts are shorts, trousers are trousers, and the crop ones are the ones that's in between.
That's right.
Yes, that is right. Well, I can rule in this case, sir, but unfortunately, I can't get you your money back. I can't make this lady pay. You went onto the show, it's your decision, but I do feel that this lady should have at least apologised to you. If it was me and somebody had phoned me and I gave them the wrong answer, oh, I would feel so terrible and upset if I had lost them the money. So, young lady, are you going to apologise to this gentleman?
I still can't get my money back, or what?
You don't have to give the money back because he was on a game show and it's not your fault entirely because he made the final decision.
He wants the money back, he's so sick.
Well, I'm sure he is, but we can't do that. But you could at least say sorry, couldn't you?
I'm a Chris Rinder gave you 64,000. Can she?
She's,
Lady, how much have you got, lady?
I've got loads, Judge, because...
How much have you got?
Well, let me tell you, Judge.
Yes.
What happened was, not long after the game show, I won a load of money on the lottery. I won £250,000. Goodness, that's a lot of money. It is, Judge, and you are correct. I do feel really bad that I cost my friend his money, so I would like to pay him back and give him his £64,000, and then I'm hoping we can be friends again.
Yes, you'll still go to Mummy with.
I will, yes. And that's why I want to do this.
Yes, give him his Mummy back.
Yeah, what do you say to this then, sir?
You
Oh, I'm so happy. That's a lot of money, and I'm so glad I'm getting it back. And I must say, I've missed talking to Josie, my friend. We used to do lots of things together, didn't we, Josie? We did. We used to go for long walks with our dogs. We used to go for a drink of coffee in the cafe. And sometimes we'd even go for a trip together, a day trip on a coach. So I think it will be nice, Judge, that me and my friend here can be friends again, and that my friend has got all his money back. Well, Michelle, that's a really good one we've started off with. Everybody seems happy. I do hope the rest of the morning session goes like this. So, where's my gravel?
What?
Where's my gravel?
Where is it?
I don't know. I need to do my case dismissed. And it's not here.
Where is it, Judge?
I don't know. Where's it gone? Is it in... Has it got put in that box over there?
Let us shall see.
I don't know, Judge. We'll have to have a look. Can't see it anywhere.
Tight up, Judge.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll just have to bang the pen instead.
Where does it say I go tapped?
I'm not very happy, but we'll have a look for it next when we've got the time. Case dismissed.
Case dismissed. So, who's in next?
Oh,
It's Mickey Mouse. Okay, give me a call and don't duck. Is there any other questions that could have gone on? Michelle?
maybe later, Judge, we might get another one. What's the problem here now, Pooh? Well, sir,
Sure.
I am absolutely sure I can tell you straight away what the problem is.
Is it going to a question, Judge?
No, it
It is.
isn't. No. This one is about... I was going on holiday, Judge, and I've got a dog. And I looked on the internet to find people who have places, well, they call them kennels, Your Honour, where your dog can go and stay if you're going on holiday. You have to pay, of course. It's sort of like the dog going in a hotel for a week. So I found this one that Donald the Duck ran, and it had decent reviews. So I just thought, okay, we'll try this one. So what I did, I took the dog there just to go and see it all, so he knew where he'd be going. I didn't want him upset. And then the day after, we took him back. And that's where he was going to stay while I was on holiday. It's not here, no, it's not here. No. And it looked very nice, and he was quite excited because obviously there's lots of other dogs there that he can play with. So off I went on my holiday. Where did you go, sir? I went to Ingemells. I was staying in a friend's caravan, and it was lovely, Judge. I really enjoyed it. I phoned up to the kennels in the middle of the week to check if my dog was okay. And Donald said, yes, he's fine, he's enjoying himself. Anyway, Judge, I came back on the Saturday, and that Saturday afternoon I went to pick up my dog. And when I got there, Donald was very upset. And why was that?
Continue.
Yeah. So, what was the problem then, Paul? He'd lost my dog. What? You took your dog to these kennels and paid all this money and they lost your dog? Come on then, Donald, how did this happen? Well, what it was, Judge, we took the dogs out for a walk, which is what we normally do. The farmer who has the field next to us, he's got a field he doesn't really use for anything, and he lets us take the dogs and let them have a run round the field so we can take the leads off and let them really enjoy themselves. Okay, so what happened? Well, all the dogs were having fun. They were running about, barking away all excited, tails wagging. And then when I blew the whistle for them all to come back, and I was counting them, yes, we were one short. So I checked all the dogs and I realised it was the one belonging to Pooh. Oh dear. Well, how did the dog escape? Well, it seems to be, Judge, the farmer has fencing all the way around the field, but we didn't notice one little part of it had blown a bit in the wind and there was a gap and the dog got through the gap. Okay, understood. So what did you do then? Well, we all went searching for the dog, sir, but we couldn't find the dog anywhere. We went all over, around the fields, in the woods, went back and checked it hadn't gone back to the kennels. I even rode to Paul's house to make sure it had not got back there. No luck whatsoever. Oh dear, that is upsetting. So what do we do about this? What is it you're wanting, Paul? Well, money won't bring my dog back really, but I feel that Donald must be made to pay in some way. It's not good enough that he can just lose a dog.
Why? I see a Paul there. I got hold you a dog.
Because that is his job, to look after them. He should make sure, before he lets them all run round the field, that there isn't anywhere they can escape. It's just not good enough. I'm so upset, Judge. I put posters everywhere with my dog's photo on it, hoping that somebody would find my dog. This is very sad.
Cougar, where is your dog?
We still haven't found him, sir.
So how?
And that's been another week my dog's been missing and I'm very, very upset.
Cougar.
Oh, wait a moment, Michelle needs a word.
Cougar, how was it been missing?
Well, it went missing in the middle of the week at the place where it was staying. And it's been gone another 7 days. So about 10 days, sir.
Yes.
George, could I just have a word, please? We've just had a message. And the lady thinks she's found the dog. She saw the pictures and she saw this poor little dog just running round and she said, "Come on, doggy, come with me." And she took him home, gave him something to drink and a bit of dog food because she has a dog as well. So she had plenty of food in. And she's rung in because she's just seen this on the television, our programme, and she said, is it okay if she fetches the dog to the court? Oh, Pooh, I am so happy for you. So am I, Judge. Oh, please let her bring my doggy. Is it okay? Because Michelle says she's right outside the court with the dog. Oh, please. And Donald says, oh, I'm so happy we found the dog. Come in. Oh, and the dog was all excited, of course, when it sees its owner. Woof, woof, woof. Hello. Hello, says Pooh. Oh, I am so pleased to see you. The dog jumps up and starts to lick his face. Oh, Oh, I am so happy, Judge. I'm so pleased I came onto your show and it went onto the television. And as for you, lady, what can I say except thank you, thank you, thank you for finding my dog. I hope you would take a little gift from me. Could I pay for you and a friend or anyone you want to take to go and have a wonderful meal at a really nice restaurant that I know? Oh, you don't have to do that, no. It really would be my pleasure. Well, in that case, thank you. Right then, Donald, it seems to me you've got off pretty lucky this time.
How come?
Well, because this lady found the dog. So what I will say to you is this, and I know you were upset because the dog had gone missing, weren't you? I was, Judge, and I'm so glad he's back. Well, all I will say to you is this. If you're going to take the dogs and let them run around in the field, please check all the fences. Make sure there's no way they can get out. Because it's very, very upsetting to a person when their dog goes missing. Oh, look at how happy everybody is, says Michelle. Another nice case, Judge. Yes, I think we can say that everybody is happy. Especially me, because my gravel has turned up. So I can say...
Case dismissed. So, would it take all go out?
Was that an okay case?
Yes.
Let me have a little think now for the next one.
Put your grave on.
What, darling?
If you could put your grave on. Yeah. You can't hear him, Josh.
Who's next?
A him best. Should it be a Tigger and a duck who is called Daisy Duck? So Tigger, what is a cogweb with Daisy Duck?
Well, it's very simple, Judge. Daisy Duck has a hotel. And I went to stay there for 3 nights because I had some business to do in York. And that's where Daisy's hotel is. And when I looked it up on the website, it said, beautiful hotel with nice rooms, ensuite bathroom, television, tea and coffee making facilities, and a king-size bed. And I thought, wow. Yeah, and I thought, that's really good, a nice big bed to spread my legs in.
Well, is there a king that bed?
No, that's just what they call them, because they're very big.
Who is a king bed?
Yeah, right. Anyway, off I went, Judge. Really looking forward to my stay. Even though I had work to do some of the days, I did plan to have a little look round York while I was there, because it's a very interesting city. So what went wrong then? Well, I get to the hotel, I press the doorbell, Daisy comes to the door. Oh, hello, welcome Tigger. Please let me show you to your room. So she takes me into this room, Judge. Told me what time breakfast was the next day and then left me to it. She did say if I had any problems to come down to reception. So here I am in what's meant to be a lovely clean room, and let me tell you, Judge, it was anything but clean. There was dust on the television, all over the top of the desk that was in there that you could sit and read your book at. The windows were absolutely filthy. So I had a look at the ensuite. it was a nice ensuite, except the shower head. Oh, it was very grubby. There is no way I could have got in that shower without giving it a really good scrub. And then to top it all off, it wasn't a king-size bed at all.
What was it?
A single bed.
Oh, it was a king-size bed.
It wasn't, trust me. So what did you do then? I went down to complain, and I said to her, I booked a room with a king-size bed, and it's very dusty, and the windows could really do with a clean.
I see a cat, says Michelle.
A cat? What's the cat doing?
Outside your court.
Okay.
It would go outside your court.
Okay, was it walking past the window?
Yes, I saw it go out of the court window.
Okay. Right, come on then, let's be hearing. From you, Daisy. Why are you advertising that you've got beautiful clean rooms when they're obviously not? And why do you say king-size bed when there isn't one? Well, the thing was, Judge, after I'd taken the booking and I checked it all and I realised he was all on his own. So why does he need a king-size bed? I thought, I'll put him in a different room that's only got a single one. Yes, but that's not what he was paying for. Well, doesn't matter. So can I just ask you this then, Daisy? How much does a normal room with a single bed cost per night? £40 a night, sir. Right. And how much does it cost for one with a single bed? £30 a night, sir. Right. So then, Tigger, when you got your bill, had she knocked the price down for the fact that you were just in a single bed? No, Daisy didn't. And when I complained to her...
What happened? You complained?
She said, that was the price you were told and that's the price you're going to have to pay. Yes, I know that, Daisy, I said to her, but I didn't get the room I was supposed to get. You gave me a cheaper one and charged me the same price. So over the 3 nights I was staying, that was an extra £30 that you were going to put into your pocket. Why should you? You should have charged me for the room you gave me. Okay, says the judge. I have to say, Tigger, I do agree with you. Regardless of whether it was a little bit dusty or not, the bed was meant to be king size and you only got a single. So I'm very sorry, Daisy. This is no way to run a hotel.
Why, what? He says so anywhere, I should get a king size.
He gets what he pays for, lady.
So who's to come in side?
It doesn't matter who's sleeping on the other side. He's paid for the big bed. You put him in a smaller room, so you should have charged him for the smaller room. Well, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Well, I suggest you alter your ways, because if you keep doing this to your customers, I can assure you they won't be coming back for another visit, will you, Tigger? Definitely not. If I hadn't had the business that I had to do in York, I would have not stayed there. I would have come home. Right then, Daisy. So you need to pay Tigger the £30 difference because you gave him the smaller room. He can't be expected to pay for a big room and get a little one for the same price. I suppose you're right, Judge. And if I don't change my ways, like you say, I might run out of customers, and then what would I do? Exactly. If you're going to put pictures onto the website advertising, You have to put proper pictures and make sure people get the room they've booked.
No way.
Well, that's up to you, but if you go out of business, that's not our problem. But you will pay the £30. Because if you don't, then you're breaking the law. And you know what happens to people when they break the law?
They go to the beach and have home.
No, they go to prison.
Moo, not now, Michelle.
Well then, you must pay the £30. What do you say, Tigger? I say this to you, Judge. If this lady does not pay me back, I am going to put things on her website. I can put a review, and I'm going to tell everybody what that place is really like. I'm not even convinced she has any king-size beds in that place. So keep your £30. I can easily stop your business from working as well. I'll just put a bad review on.
Okay. Case dismissed. Michelle, would you like to talk about the case? So you two, how did you heal after a case?
Come on, Tigger, what's yours first? We'll talk to you first. Well, I'm not happy that I'm not getting my £30 back, because Daisy doesn't seem to realise she's done anything wrong. But I will get my own back. Like I said, I will put a really bad review onto the website. And then I was thinking I could go with a few of my friends and stand outside her hotel and say to people, don't go in there, it's dirty, and she lies to you about the size of the beds. You better not do that, says Daisy. Why not, if I'm telling the truth? It's you that's being lying, Daisy, not me. Oh dear, says Michelle. I don't think we've resolved this case at all, really, have we? No, you haven't, said Tigger, but I've enjoyed my day at your court, and I will carry on my fight against Daisy.
Yes. Next case coming up. It's not a quiz show yet. So Crystal Donald and Crystal Baker. So Crystal Donald, what's up, Cogger, with Crystal Baker?
With who? Sorry, Michelle, I didn't quite catch the names there.
Crystal Donald and Crystal Baker.
Oh. Right, Donald. What seems to be the problem here then? Well...
So they got to go Crystal yet, says Michelle.
The what?
A Crystal don't want to go yet.
Well, the thing is, Judge, I was meant to be on a quiz show. I applied, and I was meant to go on the chase. Yes. And what happened then, Donald? Well, you don't know who you're going to be on with, Judge. Just turn up and they put 4 of you together. And this man here was on our team. Okay. So, he was the last one. He was going to be the last one to go. So, the first one went, and they got £7,000. I went next, and I got £8,000. And then, the next one, they got £5,000. So we were doing really well. We got £20,000, Judge. And then it was this one's turn. And what did he do? I don't know. What did he do? Well, the chaser, it was the Beast at that particular game. It was the Beast. And he said, I will offer you minus £15,000. Or you can stay in the middle, or I will offer you 60,000. Wow. All we wanted him to do was to come back, Judge, with the money that he got.
Our second and third, okay? First, second, third, half.
So what did he do? Well, he only went and took the minus. Can you imagine, we'd all worked really hard to get that money, and he took minus. And it wasn't just a little bit, it was a lot. We were going to end up with only 5,000 left. But to be honest, Judge, I was hoping he wouldn't get through. Because if he didn't get through, our money would have stopped the same. But he managed to get through, didn't he? And we were very cross. And then, when it came to the questions for the team, he kept buzzing in and getting them all wrong, which only made it even worse. So we only ended up with 11 points. And I'm sure if you've ever watched The Chase, Judge, you know that's not nearly enough, especially against the beast. Okay, so what do you have to say for yourself then, Baker? Wasn't my fault. I took the minus to make sure I got through to the last round. Yes, I understand that. But you weren't really playing for an awful lot of money once you took that minus, were you? Well, no. And can I ask, if you don't know the answers, why did you keep pressing your buzzer? Because I thought I did know the answers, sir. Well, it only makes me think you're a little bit of a fool, sir. A fool to take the minus, and a fool to keep buzzing in. You've cost these people a lot of money. No wonder they're all angry with you. But, once again, there's nothing I can do about this, people. I can only make him feel ashamed and hope that by putting this on the television, all his friends and all his family can see how bad he is, and hope that makes you feel a little bit better, because I can't make him pay you back.
Why not?
Because it was a quiz show, and I can't, he's not responsible, he is responsible, but you all agree to the rules when you go on, and you all know.
How should we, Hagan? How should we have got?
You, if this idiot hadn't taken the minus, you would have definitely had your 20,000 to play for, and you might have got a little bit more if he got through. Yeah, well, suppose there's nothing else to say then, is there, says Donald, except put this down to experience, and in future, if I apply for a game show, it will be just for myself and not in a team. And then that way it's just my fault and nobody else's. That's a good idea, Mickey. Mickey? See, I keep saying that because he's always in my court. Sorry, Donald. You have my apologies for calling you the wrong name, and I'm really sorry that I can't do more for you.
I was going to give a best wish for a quiz and what's the word? Rusty. Is that a word?
Yes.
Rachel, always quiz before you enter school. I do think you should do next time, Michelle, so don't have more TV kids goes in and taking viruses all the time. I still think, Michelle.
I think the same as you. I think, Donald, I agree with you. Next time you go on to a quiz show, make it one that you can just play on your own.
Why just clear his own, or?
Well, because there are quiz shows like that.
He doesn't have to clear his own.
Well, he does want to play on his own, and then if he gets it wrong, it's just his fault. And then nobody else can say, oh, Let's knock all this money off. I want to take less.
I just want to query so it's more having more queries.
Well, it's not obviously because it cost him a lot of money.
He was over a query to a shop.
Well, you know what, Donald? I've finished now today, I think, with this case. You do whatever you want to do, Donald.
But I have to be to show queries of all mice.
Well, that's up to you to find out before you go on the show. I can't help that.
Find out what? Do we need to find out before you go on the show?
Well, have a word with them before the show starts and just say, I'm not happy for people to take minuses when it's a lot of money they're taking. If it's only £1,000, that doesn't matter. Okay then. That's the end of the case, I think, Michelle. We can't do any more than that.
So what's he gonna do then?
Mm-mm.
Do you know?
Mm-mm.
He's gonna do something.
Well, he'll just try another game show, he says, and see if he can win some money.
Try the same game show with my squires.
Well, I don't think you can get straight back on if you've already been on it. They probably want all new players on. You might have to try a different one.
So did you go that game show again? And do you think?
I don't know. Have you thought about going on catchphrase? That's a good one.
Yes.
Yes it is.
So
That looks quite fun.
how to go about his entire hair game was saying half-past game wasn't a hair one.
Well, the only thing that I can do for you, says the judge, is if I phone up and go and have a word with the people in charge of the chase and see if they'll let you come back on with a team that seems more fair. Is that all right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
How we go off, Judge? We go look.
Well, I will still have to make an appointment to go see them. And I'll let you know what happens. Leave your phone number with Michelle and I'll get in touch.
Case dismissed. Michelle, we just take her out. This case is Minnie Mouse and the donkey called Eeyore.
Oh.
So Minnie Mouse, that's a cogwheel with Eeyore.
Well, George, the problem is this, you see. I don't know if you've ever heard of Eeyore, but oh my goodness, is he grumpy? Nothing's ever right. He worries about every little thing. Well, the problem started when he came to the clubhouse. All the children were having so much fun. And what happens? Eeyore comes in. The first thing he said was, "Oh dear me." And I said, "Whatever's the matter?" "Oh, it's taken me such a long time to get here. Oh, I'm really tired. Well, come and sit down for a while. Watch the children playing, and then when you feel a little bit better, you can join in." "Okay." So we sit him down, Judge. I got him something to drink, some snacks. Well,
Dangerous ones.
no. Anyway, what happened is while he sat there, "Oh, don't think those children should be climbing up those rope ladders." "Don't worry, Eeyore," told him. "It's a soft play area. They can climb up, and if they fall, it doesn't matter because they fall onto all these great big padded cushions that's really soft. That's why it's called a soft play area. Haven't you ever been in one before?" "Oh no." "Well, if you go through a little bit further, there's a part of it that's got loads and loads of all these plastic balls in, and you can jump into them." "What?" Oh, that sounds a little bit dangerous. Jumping into balls. See, this is the problem we have, Judge. He doesn't seem to understand. It's a special play area just for children, and there is nothing in there that can harm them or cause them to hurt themselves. Everything's soft, everything's made so they don't. There are even slides, and they're like a blow-up slide, is the only way I can say it. And a bouncy castle, and it's the same with that. It's all soft, and you jump up and down in it, and it doesn't matter if you fall, you're just falling onto fresh air, really, because you pump it all up with air. Do you know what? This all sounds like good fun, Michelle, doesn't it? It certainly does, Judge. I'd love to go and have a go at that. Well, unfortunately for you two, says Minnie, it's children only that can go on it. The only time an adult can go on is if there's a child in distress, if they're upset and they want to come off, or they have maybe bumped into somebody and had a little bump, and then if you wanted to, I can go in or their parent can go in and get them and bring them out. Okay. But you know what, Michelle, says the judge, it might be fun to just go and watch. Oh no, says Eeyore, you wouldn't enjoy it, Judge. I was so worried all the time I was there. I kept thinking, they're going to fall off that. Oh, they're going to hurt themselves. I couldn't enjoy it at all. So, right then, what was the problem then that this was causing you, Minnie? Well, because all the parents who were sat watching, they all got a bit fed up of listening to him. It was just, They said to him, listen, Eeyore, we come here every week with the children. They love it. And they don't get hurt because it's so specially adapted for children. Why on earth are you in here moaning and groaning? It's what I do. That's all I do. Well, I suggest, said the parents, you go away and leave us alone. So what happened then, Minnie? He refused to move. He wouldn't go. And then he got upset because when he finally left, we told him we wouldn't allow him back in. And then what did he do, Judge?
Come back in.
No, he smashed a window. He threw a great big brick at it, and all the glass went inside. So we had to rush and get all the children out of the way because we didn't want them to get caught. And he caused a right problem. It took us ages to get all the glass up. Now then, Eeyore.
Whose house was it?
The clubhouse. And he smashed a window in it. Right, just because you told him he couldn't come back. Right then, Eeyore. You've sat there and told me you're worried about the children not being safe. And what did you do? Showered the place with glass. Well, that's a really good thing to do where children are, especially as they don't have shoes on in a soft play area. So if anybody would have stood on that glass, it would have cut their foot. So, my ruling is this. I agree with Minnie. You must never be allowed to go into that place again. And if you smash anything else, I will get the police and I will have you arrested. Do you understand this?
Who did that?
Yes, Judge, I do, says Eeyore. Right, Minnie, I want to tell you, says Judge Rinder, if you are at the clubhouse and Eeyore comes causing any trouble outside, I want you to ring the police immediately.
Why?
And tell them Judge Rinder says this donkey is not allowed on these premises and this donkey must not cause any damage.
It does.
Right, Judge, thank you very much. I will do that. Rightio, you start and behave yourself.
No way, Judge.
Well, to be quite honest, I think you might like it in prison because everybody in there just goes, I'm fed up of being in here. When can I go home? The food's not nice. So you'll probably enjoy it in there because everybody's like you. Right then, Michelle, show them out, please.
Case dismissed. And talk about it. Right. How did you heal after a case?
Minnie, I'm quite pleased because now I know if I've got any problems
Just
with
ask-
this donkey, I can phone the police and Judge Rinder's going to send them instructions about all that, so that's fine. What about you, Eeyore? Are you happy? Don't be silly. I'm never happy. And I'll just do what I want. And if I end up in jail, the judge might be right. I might actually enjoy it in jail.